crack a Croy one with the boys.
Yeah. One, two, three.
I do not like it.
Let me try it again. Hold on. It tastes like that. It kind of tastes like Fruit Loops, weirdly.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
I 100% agree.
Yeah, so I'm Alana.
I'm Lauren.
And we're the Koi Boys.
Yep.
And today we're starting off the podcast with lime. Regular lime. Because I think there's like another lime or something. There's lime something else, LaCroix.
You're right.
But we're doing the regular lime LaCroix today, and I had higher hopes for this, because the lemon wasn't bad, but this one was not great.
No.
So this is a podcast where we talk about things that we like while we drink a drink that we don't like, LaCroix.
Yeah.
And we start off the podcast drinking Noodle Koi. Currently our standings are lemon, black cherry, White Claw. Sometimes we drink White Claw, I guess. And then berry, and then pure as last. My first instinct is to put it below... I want to put it below berry, to be honest. Like, because I didn't necessarily like berry, but I think I liked it more than this. Mostly because, like, this doesn't taste like lime to me. It tastes like Fruit Loops.
Yeah. It almost tastes like, the rind of a lime.
Alright, so what's your rating? I would give it... So, last week when we did berry, I gave it a 1.75. We both gave it 1.75. So I would give it... I'd almost give like a 1.7.
I feel like I'm feeling too nice today. Because I almost gave it a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
But even though it's below berry?
Exactly.
Yeah, you gave the black cherry White Claw 2.5 just for reference.
It's definitely not better than the black cherry.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I guess I'll give it a 1.72.
Now our current ranking is lemon, black cherry, White Claw, berry, lime, and pure last. Okay, so that was Croy My Heart. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast, where we talk about the thing that the piece of meat that we consumed this week.
Oh.
Yeah. So So this was my choice, and so we watched How I Met Your Mother, which is a show we both have a lot of history with. So for me, I'm trying to think. Because it was just, like, one of those shows that was just, like, on all the time. And then I watched, like, one random episode. And then I was like, I'll just watch some more. And then I remember we just both started watching it. And then we caught up with everything. And then we did end up being able to watch it while it started to air, too. I remember that. That's a show that I enjoyed. I think it can kind of come off, like, on the surface as very, like a Friends replica almost. And I remember, I think that was it was in the Swarley episode, the first episode that we watched in our list. They literally started off in a coffee shop.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but they hang out at a bar is, like, the difference. But to me, I feel like it's just, like, it's kind of like a different kind of comedy altogether, kind of, even though the premise is very similar, but it holds its own as a show,
So I did very much enjoy this show as I was watching it growing up. In fact, I even had a fan club that I made with one other friend.
Oh, I think I kind of remember this, sort of.
Yeah. And I think so basically, in the Swarley episode, Barney gets, like, a nickname, Swarley, and we gave each other nicknames, and I think I was Roland, which was supposed to be Robin, and my other friend was Swarley, and then I printed out the episodes, and then, I don't know, nothing really happened. But yeah, I did enjoy that show, and I really enjoy and appreciate the humor. Yeah, it's just always a good time watching it, and I love the running jokes, and it's something that's memorable when you start watching it.
Yeah. Like, there were even, like, things, like, some of, like, the episodes, even though they were, like, full like couple seasons apart, they would reference back to the other ones.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, we just watched that.
Yeah, and we would remember them.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like repetitive or
Mm-hmm.
boring. It was like, hey!
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just had a good time.
Mm-hmm. But the one thing that I've never done is I never actually fully finished the show. I never watched the finale. I still haven't watched it because so many people hated it. I remember there were like articles about it, about people really hating the ending of the show.
I tried looking up other reviews for it,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all about the finale. It was so bad.
Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. One day I'll watch it, but it will not be anytime soon. Although I do have like a bookmark one where someone re-edited the last episode to make it better. So the way that we did our episodes was we did like a hybrid of a couple different like best episodes lists, which I think worked out pretty well. So I'll go first. So my favorite episode was Arrivederci Fiero. This is an episode that always came to mind because of the song. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. Anyway, that's part of the reason why I liked it, because it was just like the way that the tape was stuck in the car and stuff, and they're like, oh, come back around and stuff. It's a good episode. I think that was like an honorable mention on one of the lists, and I was like, I really want to watch that, so I bumped one of the other episodes off. I think it was like one of the sad ones, like when Marshall's dad died or something like that.
I would have wanted to watch it.
Well, I wanted to watch this one, and it was mine, and if you had chosen this, then you could have chosen the list. But anyway, so I thought it was just like a fun episode. It's a good time. Life lessons about, finishing, your dreams up until the end. And, I really like the part where, like, Barney and he's, like, learning how to drive in the car, and he's, like, so scared. And then later we find out that now he can drive because he's driving the taxi and stuff. But anyway, so it was just a fun episode. I thought it was a good time. So, yeah. So what about you, Lauren?
So, my favorite episode, I also picked Arrivederci Fiero.
Oh, I forgot to do the summary for both the show and the thing. The series follows the adventures of Ted Mosby, who narrates the story of how he met the mother of his children. The story goes into a flashback and starts in 2005 with a 27-year-old Ted Mosby living in New York City and working as an architect. The narrative deals primarily with his best friends, including the long-lasting couple, Marshall Erickson and Lily Aldrin, womanizing playboy Barney Stinson, and Canadian news reporter Robin Scherbatsky. All of the characters' lives are intertwined. The series explores many storylines, including a will they won't they between Robin and each of the two single male friends, Marshall and Lily's relationship, and the ups and downs of the characters' careers. Very Friends-like. Arrivederci Fiero, Marshall's beloved 1988 Fiero, dies just short of reaching the 200,000-mile mark, leading the gang to relive their greatest memories in the car. So there you go. But were you going to say anything else about the episode?
Yeah, I think one of the great things that it has going for it is its unique way of storytelling and doing flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And in this episode, we flash back to really like the beginning of all their friendships. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was cool to see. And it was all in the metaphor of a car and their lives. And also how...
journey of life.
Yeah, how you don't always get to the end goal you wanted. Mm-hmm. But, you lived a good life.
You make some memories along the way.
Yeah.
It's the journey, not the destination.
There you go.
There you go.
It was just a fun episode. Got memorable songs.
Yeah, well, song.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I thought that it was funny, entertaining, and it had a good message.
So, you might not like this, but my least favorite episode of the one that we watched was Swarly.
Oh.
I didn't like it just because I felt like it was kind of boring. It was like, it had its funny moments, but alright, so I'll do the whole thing. So, the name Swarly is taken from an in-episode joke. A coffee shop barista mistakenly hears Barney's name as Swarly and writes it on his cup. This leads to a running gag in which everyone mercilessly refers to Barney as Swarly, despite his protests. This accumulates. That's probably right. Accumulates to the point that the entire bar is shouting Swarly when he enters as a callback to the sitcom Cheers. It's funny because there's like two callbacks because one is like Friends in the beginning and also Cheers.
Oh.
But I think part of the reason why I didn't like this episode, I don't know. I think it was just like weird and I wasn't like fully entertained by the whole thing. I don't know what it was. It wasn't like I hated this episode. I want to put that out there because I definitely didn't hate it. I was just kind of bored by it, I think.
So I'm not upset that's your least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to say that the Blitzgiving was your least favorite. Because I put that on the list that wasn't originally on there. Because the guy who played Hurley from Lost was on there.
Yeah, that episode was fun.
But, yeah. I mean, I also thought the part where Lily was stalking the coffee barista was pretty funny.
It was okay.
Okay. And then, I thought it had a good amount of, like, actual drama and plot behind it when Marshall and Lily got together. Yeah,
it was important plot-wise within the story of How I Met Your Mother, to be fair.
Because the barista asked out Marshall or something.
Yeah.
And then Lily got, like, jealous, and then they had to sit down together.
And then they talk about the crazy eyes, too.
Yeah. So should I talk about my least favorite?
Yeah, go for it.
I had a lot of trouble picking out least favorite. I chose Girls versus Suits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's also fair. Alright, we'll do this, right? Ted meets Cindy, a student PhD candidate who is close to his own age and who happens to be roommates with his future wife. Barney, meanwhile, tries to pick up a hot bartender who hates guys in suits by wearing casual clothes, leading to a musical number performed by the entire cast.
So, I felt like I didn't get anything really from this episode besides the wonderful musical number.
Yeah, it was pretty good. That was a good musical number.
Like, separated from that, which was absolutely great, and the rest of the episode, which honestly, I kept trying to remember what happened in the episode besides that, it's about that music video is about the suits, which you can just tell from the title, which is probably the main reason why I remembered it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care about Ted and the roommate.
Yeah, that was useless.
Yeah, it was unnecessary to the mother's backstory.
Mm-hmm.
We never see her again. Well, okay.
We saw her in the last episode that we watched.
Yeah, but you can even cut her out then.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, Lily, Marshall, and Robin are talking about how hot the bartender is.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot.
Which was kind of fun, but it was, like, pointless, and it wasn't funny.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny.
But it was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much, and I didn't think it had any value past that music video.
That's fair. Yeah, that's definitely fair. I was looking at it. That song, I think, it says it was nominated for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Original Music and Lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe all the effort went into that song for the episode.
And they just had to build a story around that.
Yeah. They're like, alright, so it's a hot girl. That's all we have. Let's just have the characters interact with that.
Yeah. And
then, I don't know, Ted could just do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'm
like, we already have this stuff that we know about the mother, so let's just throw that in since, we're getting closer to that now.
Yeah, and plus, they might have planned part of that out anyway. Because they had to have planned out so much of this, because, like, all of it's so, like, connected that they had to have a lot of major parts connected to it. So, I feel like parts of it were definitely planned. I feel like it's just like, oh yeah, we also have this list of like things that we have to put in. Yeah. We might as well just put it in here, for like filler, so it makes it seem like it's important, but it's really not. because I liked Barney's storyline. It was funny.
Yeah, I liked when he put on the suit. Oh yeah, Tim Gunn.
Oh yeah, Tim Gunn was great.
I recently started watching Project Runway in like the past month. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed that. He was great too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess that was fine.
That's what I'm saying. Like all the parts of that were Barney specifically were all really good.
Yeah.
But like Ned's that was last week. Yeah. Ted's was all like it was like boring and pointless.
Yeah.
For sure. I definitely agree with a lot of what you said. All right, so let's do our best boy and our Koi boy. So my best boy, you're looking at my notes. You don't spoil it for yourself. I was
looking to the distance. Okay. Because I don't know if I have mine planned out.
Oh, well. So my best boy, surprisingly, probably didn't, well, maybe. It's not surprising to me. Was Barney Stinson. Because he's a comedic relief character. Talked about this. I really I like lawful good characters and I like comic relief characters. And Barney, I feel like a lot of his jokes land, and when they don't land, it's almost on purpose. Like, they're very cheesy and dumb. And so it's like, you're not really supposed to laugh. That's just a part of his character.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, the intervention episode. I really like that one with the flash paper and stuff. Like,
yeah. Not with the alcohol.
Oh, yeah, with the alcohol. That was funny. Yeah, but it was good. And, yeah. So I feel like he's a really good character. And also he's very good at planning stuff. There's a lot of, like, Death Note level, like, nonsense that happens in the show.
And, like, his family and backstory is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is. Too. Yeah. And so, you know, I feel like, and he has a lot of character development in the show, too.
That's true.
He's not he has his, like, you know, kind of, like, tropes that he has by himself, but also he goes through a big emotional journey throughout the whole series. Mm-hmm. But also, like, he's kind of, like, secretive, too. So, like, he's, like, one of the characters that you know the least amount, I feel like, throughout the whole series.
I get that.
So, I think he's just really interesting. He's got, like, a lot of layers to him that make him really fun to watch. So, that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah, and also say Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, yeah. He's...
aces.
Yeah, he's really great.
Yeah. Like, he's definitely, like, the most entertaining and probably charismatic of, like, the main five. And, I guess, yeah, he would probably be a close second.
Oh, okay.
I would say my best boy is Marshall Erickson.
Oh, that's a fair one. I like Marshall.
Yeah, I just think he's a kind dude, happy. You know,
good Midwestern boy.
Yep,
let's say.
Yep. He's always fun to watch. Probably like the second funniest. And I guess the reason why I didn't pick Barney is because he is kind of problematic.
That's true. He's very problematic.
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, it's almost tongue-in-cheek, though, to the point where you're just like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely very problematic. If he was a real person, he'd get canceled.
Yeah. But, you know, he also had, like, real moments. And, you know, I think he's the person that I had the least problems with.
That's true. I agree. He's a good character. All right, so, are you ready? So, here is my Koi boy. The boy who left a bad taste in my mouth. Like this lime liqueur that I'm drinking now. Oh. I'm closest to being done.
I forgot.
Yeah, but anyway, so mine was none other than the main character himself, Ted Mosby. I almost said Mosley. Different show again. I never liked Ted. I don't think there was really a point where I liked Ted. He always annoyed me. I didn't understand why he was was desperate in a weird way all the time. I feel like he's like, I gotta find the one. And it was just very annoying. And I'm just like, how about you just focus on your life? And then, you know, but I mean, honesty is the best policy, I guess, you know? You didn't keep it inside, I guess, but still. Yeah. I feel like also self-reflection and understanding that just because it's something you want isn't something you need, you know? And so I just felt like a lot of his love interest and his love, like, life was, like, so, not even bizarre. It was just like, well, that was pointless. Just like the episode, like the What episode you were talking about? Was it the
Girl versus Suits?
Yeah, that whole thing. That was one of the things. That was just pointless. And so it was just like stuff like that. He has so many romances like that. I'm just like, oh, you're really bad at this.
Yeah.
Maybe you should figure out how to be good at like relationships. So that was my main reason, because I feel like that's like the point of the whole story, is like his journey through like his romantic relationships up until when he meets his wife or whatever. But like I get annoyed for the most part in most of his relationships. Yeah. I mean, there are a couple that are good, but like it's like a handful. Like there's maybe like 4 or 5, which is a lot to be fair, but like compared to how many there are in like the one-off
almost
episodes,
every episode.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I don't like it. Just because story-wise, what he does in the plot, I don't like what he does for what, the main point of the plot. The things that he does in it, I think, are bad, and he's not good at it. Which I guess maybe is the point, but still, I don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And, I might even be inclined to change my Koi boy to Ted.
What's your least favorite moment with Ted Mosby that you could think of?
I don't know. Yeah, I totally get the, like, desperation thing. Mm-hmm. And, sometimes, he can choose to be superficial, which I guess is okay. Yeah. But, like, it happens so much because of all the girls that he encounters. Mm-hmm. And it gets annoying. Because, he's supposed to be pretentious, I guess. That's, like, his character flaw.
Yeah, that's part of his Yeah, definitely.
But, like, he's supposed to be, like, all romantic and, like, looking for all these signs. But then he just ends up kind of being superficial when he chooses to be. And, like, I don't know.
I guess, maybe it's supposed to be, like, a reflection of how people are as humans and stuff, but still.
It's also like...
It's like boomerang, kind of like, I want to be like...
I'm not sure, like, the best parts of him show out as much, if at all.
Yeah.
Like, the part where he is kind of thoughtful and romantic.
Yeah.
And, I guess he's a good friend, but I don't know.
That's fair.
I guess he is, but still, it's just his energy. It's a bad vibe.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's his vibes.
Anyway, the person that I chose is my Koi boy, Robin Scherbatsky.
Oh, Robin, I see.
Yeah.
It's funny, because she was, like, the person that was debating if I wanted to be best boy or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know, just sometimes I found her, like, comedic acting to be a bit over the top. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know. I mean, this was hard for me to choose.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because, overall, I like her.
Yeah.
And I guess for just Ted, he was easy to ignore, even though he was the main character. Uh-huh. But, like, I don't know, there are just things that she did that kind of were annoying or made her seem like a worse person, which is probably the point.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, part of the reason that I liked Robin was I feel like she was more driven as a character.
Okay.
I appreciated her. She just seemed like she knew what she wanted more than, like, Ted, and he just kind of was, like, drifting around and stuff. And so I appreciate that. But I could see where you're coming from. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I can't, like, pick something particular out about, like, part of the reasons why I'm like, about her, but yeah, I can see.
I think part of it is that, they tried to make her, like, more career-driven, which I appreciate, but they also, like, made her more callous, and, which I guess is also alright, but, I don't know, sometimes she would, like, laugh at jokes, like, she wouldn't get something that was supposed to be, like, a serious, heartfelt moment or whatever, and just be like, haha, loser, or something like that, and I think that was kind of, like, supposed to be the comedic side, but it almost made her look like a jerk, and it wasn't really that funny, but I was worried that you were going to put Lily as a Koi boy.
I wasn't going to put Lily, probably. She's alright.
He's alright.
Alright, so, would you recommend this show? I would say, yeah, it's an easy show to watch. It's one of those shows that I feel like will come on in the middle of the night when you can't sleep. It's a good show to watch in the middle of the night. I think if you do commit to it, there's a lot of payoff when you watch it, but it's not like Lost almost, where it's like, I don't know. It's not like so, I don't know, heavy is not the word I'm looking for, but it's not like so dramatic that you can't enjoy it just as it is, Yeah. As each episode. You can enjoy each episode with its own thing, but also know that it does have a story that, continues through the whole thing. So, yes, I would say yes. I would absolutely recommend it to pretty much anyone other than like super young children. I would recommend it.
I think, as is the case with like most shows, I'm not sure if some of the jokes hold up. Like, some of it's kind of offensive now.
Yeah, especially in the early seasons. They did a lot of offensive jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used the bad T word to talk about trans people.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But it was a different time.
Yeah.
I use that word too because I thought that was that was okay. So,
well, I don't know how much I would recommend it to somebody to like actually kind of binge watch, I guess. Like, if they're telling me that they're actively looking for something new to watch, it probably wouldn't be my first pick. But definitely, like, if you see it on in the middle of the night or just like at any random time.
Yeah.
And you're just looking for something kind of short to watch, I mean, I would definitely recommend it then. Yeah. Because I think you get some sort of enjoyment out of it. And, I, in general, like the characters. Yeah. And their interactions together. Yeah. So I guess I would recommend it, but I'm not sure it would be on the top of my list.
That's fair.
Despite my fan club. I paid for it.
Yeah. All right. So, now let's choose our next things. All right, so let's see what our next LaCroix is gonna be. It's gonna be coconut.
Yeah, I hate coconut.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lauren does not like coconut, so that's gonna be...
I have been eating it more.
Eating it where?
Like, I eat, bark thins, the coconut ones. Uh-huh. I don't mind, the, chocolate-covered macaroons,
Okay.
So as long as it's, like, loaded up with sugar, I don't know. Will not be. But I'm not that hopeful for it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, it would taste with
carbonation. I hate coconut water, though. Coconut water is the worst. It's worse than, LaCroix.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Seltzer water is, it's so bad.
Well, we'll see for next time. And then... So next is going to be Lauren's choice next week. So here we go. I looked at this list and I don't think I'm going to like any of these. So let's see what we get. We got the Solve It Squad.
Yes! That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a internet play.
Okay.
By the Tin Can Bros.
I don't know who those people are.
They're like a brother channel to Star Kid.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That'll be good then. I like Star Kid.
So yes, I would. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm so excited.
All right. So that's pretty much the end of the podcast. So if you like it, I haven't tried. I have to remake the icon before I submit it to iTunes. I gotta do that. So we're not on iTunes yet, but we're on pretty much everything else. So, check us out. We got a YouTube as well. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever.
Yeah, we would really appreciate any tips. And
our email is thekroiboys with a Z as well, at gmail.com.
So yes, please, we would appreciate any sort of help you can give us.
All right, I'm Alana.
And I'm Lauren.
And we were the Koi Boys. Alright, so let's send it out with our favorite song. Alrighty, so show about a guy named Ted. He's always trying to find the love of his life. And his friends are there. Marshall, Lily, Robin, and Barty, who said that he's called for that. Robin is Robin Sparkles. I Try to dig deep in. I wonder why I was never a big fan of Taylor's, and I thought, why about my heart it was dead like his wife, and it brought me into depression. Alright, that's it now.
Alright. Thanks.